Hello, friends. Okay, so wait for a few more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all the makeup and the tools and everything I'm gonna be using. But we're just gonna be throwing on some makeup. All right, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start. For those who watch it on the replay, you can always hashtag replay in the comments. I'm going to use the stick foundation today. I have the longest to-do list ever. We had a little too much fun this weekend. So yesterday I spent like all day just recovering. 30-year-old body does not bounce back as fast as a 20-something-year-old body, let me tell ya. So I spent all day yesterday just recovering, but I also spent yesterday, it was still productive, and I went ahead and answered all of my messages, all of my DMs. So if you had messaged me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I messaged you back. If you have messaged me prior to that and never heard anything, please send me a message today, and I would be so happy to help you. And sometimes people get confused about comments versus messages. So fun fact, Facebook doesn't always show me all of the comments like on a tutorial and stuff like that. So please reach out to me personally by sending me a direct message, which if you're not sure how to do that, all you have to do is tap on my face, a little description window will pop down, and you can message me that way. So I'm just working in my stick foundation right now all over my skin. If you have not been color matched for this incredible foundation, make sure to comment color match in the comments. The stick foundation is slowly becoming my #1 go-to foundation. One, because of just how light it looks on my skin. Doesn't look like I'm like caked with makeup. It doesn't even feel like I have anything on my skin, but it's also really hydrating. The older I get, the little bit more combination skin my skin is turning into be. Yeah, right? I know you feel me on that. Yeah, I'm sure a 40-year-old body recovers even slower than a 30-year-old, so I feel you, girl. On the site, is there current? Yes, it's available. It's going to be under the BB Flawless. You can always message me as well if you guys are having any trouble finding any direct links. But going back to the stick foundation, I love this because of just how soft it looks on my entire skin. Like, it doesn't look like I have anything on my skin, and it's hydrating. So if you're struggling with getting your makeup to look really soft, really kind of like flawless on your skin, cannot recommend enough the stick foundation. Yay! Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here and from Norway. How cool. And it's completely buildable, meaning that you can add more to your skin without looking heavy, looking cakey. So I'm using it in the shade Lace in the stick foundation again, which is available on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. There's a love it guarantee, so if you don't love anything or it doesn't match perfectly, you can always return or exchange it, no problem. And if you want a personalized recommendation from me, just comment color match in the comments. I'm using it in the shade Lace. And yes, Clarissa could not recommend enough, or could not agree more with you how easy it applies. I'm using it on top of the blending bud, which these are from Unique. You get a large and a small when you purchase them, which I love these because they really just blend it out so beautifully and so softly. And you want to use these damp. And then as you see, I'm just kind of like bouncing it off my skin, kind of like pulling at it a little bit, but just really softly working this in. I'm not going for like a super, super full coverage look today. I want something a little bit more like medium. Awesome, Christina. Congrats. But I like that I can still see my freckles. I like that I can still see me, not just like a pile of makeup, you know? Do you ever show any of the other eyeshadow palettes? Yes, I do. I try to stick to what's on sale because I love saving you guys money. For me, I'm like a salesperson. I will always like wait for the best deal. You know what I mean? So this month I'm using mostly the pressed powder or pressed eyeshadows because they're on sale. All right, so another way to contour, I know I usually contour with a powder, but I want to show you guys what it looks like with a stick. So this is the same exact product I just put all over my skin. This is the stick foundation. So it's a foundation, but it's in the shade Chenille is what we're doing. And as you see, I'm just literally dotting it on my skin in the contoured areas, which again are around the jawline, are from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth, around the outskirts of your forehead. And what this is going to do, so if you have more mature skin or more dry skin, this is a super great option for a really gorgeous kind of dewy, softer contour. I was using a sheer coverage, which is loose powder foundation. I can't see how much better my skin looks since your recommendations. And I can't believe how much better my skin looks. Oh, yay. I was like, what? I'm so glad. Which foundation is more glowing, not drying? The stick foundation and the BB Flawless are going to be those two hydrating. The two most hydrating, sorry. All right, so now we're going to take the fat end of the blending bud and we're just going to start bouncing this off your skin. So what I was getting at with, if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, or say you just don't really love a very bold contour, this is a super, super perfect option for you because you're going to get the most subtle contour from this. It's going to warm up those like sun-kissed areas without overpowering your makeup or your skin and just giving you, I don't know, it doesn't make you look contoured. It just simply makes you look like a human glow, because we naturally have, thank you for all the love of my tattoos, you guys, you are the best. We naturally have just like these darker areas on our skin. So when you use a foundation, you have a tendency to wash that away. And that's when you start to look a little bit more washed out. So doing it this way will give you that really good, those cheekbones back, give you that warmth to your skin without, again, overpowering, those contoured areas. So really good option as opposed to using a powder for your contour is the stick foundation in Chenille, which again, you just use the blending bud. And then when you're cleaning up your contour, you just flip it around and you clean it up. So it's kind of like a two birds, one stone, which is really nice. All right, so now I'm going to set my makeup. Actually, I lied. I'm going to use my concealer really fast. So I'm going to go in with my concealer in the shade Organza. And this I'm just going to use on my under eyes, basically, just for a little bit extra coverage on my, like, trouble spots. The concealer is incredible. It has biotin. That'd be funny. It has caffeine infused in it, so it's actually giving you an instant eye lift as you're applying it. I wish I only did one eye so I could have showed you guys the difference, but this is so amazing for coverage. Like, look at how much softer my under eye looks, and it instantly hides any darkness, totally brings up this area. It is seriously a game changer if you are not satisfied with whatever concealer you're using and it's not providing the coverage that you need or just the brightening aspect of your under eye. Cannot recommend it enough. I'm using it in the shade Organza for my under eyes. Thank you. Can you show a difference in both purple pencil eyeliners? I don't think I have the purple ones. Can use a brush. Can use the brush with the stick foundation. If you're wanting to use a brush with the stick foundation, you're going to want to do this, the Kabuki brush. That one, yes, you can. Lisa, you'll want the shade Velour. And then make sure if you are needing to be, if you're not already, make sure to sign up for my tech subscribe service. That way I can let you know when new products launch, when things restock. I know some of the pressed powders are currently on back order or not available right now. So make sure that you text Ray of Hope to 25456, and that will opt you in to receive the notifications. Yeah, isn't that a really nice contour? It's very, very soft, and that's why I like it, especially when I'm going for a little bit more of a softer look. Okay, so now I'm going to use my setting spray on top of a dry blending bud, and I'm going to go in with my Touch Behold setting powder. So this is my personal favorite powder for baking with, which is essentially just using a lot of setting powder in an area. So this is going to draw out any oils, and it's also going to prevent creasing. It helps to minimize the appearance of pores. I'm going to use this in the areas that I did not contour with, and it will also act as a little bit more of a brightening technique. So I'm going to just apply this wherever I get oily, wherever I get shiny, or where I find that my makeup comes off throughout the day. So just in that area, and again, that was just the Touch Behold setting powder, and it's a translucent setting powder, so there's no color to it, but that kind of has, it kind of gives the illusion of a more brightening effect to it as well. So again, if you're struggling with getting your makeup to really pop or get that really nice brightening area, highly recommend the setting powder. There's two different setting powders on our website. There's this one that I'm using, which is the Touch Behold, and then there is the Prime to Set setting powder, and that one has a water release technology in it, which is really good for dry skin. If the new formula, taffeta pressed powder, is too yellow, what do you suggest? I would go down in a shade to Velour, I think would be a better option for you. awesome. Bakersfield, that's not too far from me. Okay, so now for the rest of my setting, because when you do use a setting powder versus like an all over, you can see that disconnect. You can see the brightness versus, not just as flawless looking. So we're going to use it on a big kabuki brush, and I'm going to go over everywhere with this, and this is going to not only set our makeup, but it's also going to provide a very light layer of coverage, which in turn is going to help us look really soft, really even. And it also has a tendency to lighten up your contour as well. So again, if you use that the stick foundation as your contour and you think it looks a little too dark for whatever reason, this is another way to really ease it up. But I love that that's just enough. You know what I mean? It simply gives the illusion of a contour without having like a bunch of product there. For the setting powder, I used a fan brush to sweep it away. And then for this right here, I'm using the pressed powder brush. It's not by Unique, but you can message me and I give you the link to it. All right, so now that we are super even, super soft all over, again, now we have like a really nice, simple, like coverage all over. I'm going to use my blush in the shade Seductive because, again, we're kind of going for more of a softer look today. And this is one of my favorite blush colors for getting that really, really soft look. So I'm going to smile and pop this on all over. I think I do have closed captioning. Let me see. I think I have the closed captioning turned on, but I will double check. All right, so I'm just going to smile and pop this on the apple of my cheek, working up to the hairline. Now, this is a really, really good blush color, like I said, for getting and achieving that really soft look because it's a matte blush. There's no shimmer, sheen, shine to it at all, and it's a dusty rose, so it simply gives that color back to your skin without overpowering your makeup at all and without like really making it look like you have a blush on. So really love that. And then now I'm going to go in with the Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly, and I'm going to pop this on the bridge and tip of my nose. And then for the blush, it's also on sale this month in this month's special, which again, if you haven't checked that out, it's such a good deal. You get any blush, you get any mascara, you get any lip gloss, and any eyeshadow with that. Okay, so pop that on all over. And again, if you need any recommendations, like Kelly, if you want a recommendation, just comment color match and I'll message you. What color is the blush? Was the shade Seductive. Isn't that pretty? Just really soft. I love that my skin still looks like my skin. Doesn't look like I have a ton of makeup on, but my skin just looks soft. Doesn't look red. Doesn't look like it has a bunch of discoloration, but it still looks like my skin. You know what I mean? Doesn't look cakey. Doesn't look heavy. Very, very soft. Yes, isn't that blush pretty? Again, it's the shade Seductive, and grab it on sale underneath April special. All right, so for eyebrows, we're going to frame out our eyebrows. I always comb through any eyeshadow that may have gotten out, or any foundation that got in my eyebrows. Your hair grows so fast. What do you use? Stacy, I will send you my hair growth regimen. If you want my hair growth regimen, just comment hair growth, and I'll send you what I've been using. I know, Alicia, that's really funny. One of the first times I ever met with the CFO, we were talking about product, and I was like, you have to bring back Serene. And she laughed. She said no. But the shade Sisterly is super, super similar if you haven't tried that one yet. The brand is called Unique, and it's all available on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And if you need any help, Lori, picking out your shades or what products are best for your skin, just comment color match and I will private message you, and we'll get you fully set up with what products to use. And then also make sure that you can also message me too, is what I was getting at. All you have to do is tap on my face, a description window will pop down, and you can message me that way. All right, so same thing here. We're just following the shape and direction of our eyebrows already. I'm using the brow pencil in the shade Medium, and I'm just kind of outlining my brows and then coloring them in. So what this is going to do is not only is it going to frame our face, which is going to make our makeup look a little bit more structured, a little bit more cohesive, but it's also giving us like a little mini eye lift because it's going to give the illusion that we have way more room for eyeshadow above our eyes, and it just overall gives your face a really, really great shape. Perfect, Lori, I'll message you. And like I said, if you haven't yet, if we've never talked here on Facebook, I do recommend that you tap on my face. A description window will pop down and you can go to my Facebook page. Make sure that you that you give it a thumbs up and a follow. There's 2 options there. And that you message me. So that way we have like a message thread going. So when I do message you, you can see it really easily. Don't give up, Megan. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes better, I should say. There are days where I'm like, I can't get my eyebrows right either. You know, what does that say? Progress over perfection. But the brow pencil, very highly recommend. All right, so I'm actually going to use the color. I'm going to use the eyeliner in the shade Pristine, which is a white, because I really am liking this like really soft look that we're going with. All right, so eyeliner on all over the waterline, and this is a really easy little trick for really opening up your eyes. The eyeliner in the shade Pristine is so good. Oh, it's so good. And I love that it's creamy and it actually stays exactly where you want it. So we're gonna pop that on all over. And now for this eye look, we're going real soft and subtle today. So I'm going to take the blending brush. Now, typically I only use this brush when I'm like done with my eyeshadow to blend it all out. Well-to-do will not be discontinued. I think it restocks in May, I believe. All right, so I'm going to take the shade Astute, which this is like one of my hands down must-have, must-wear, must-recommend colors. It is a very, very, very soft brown. It's the perfect shade as a base. It's a perfect shade for blending. It's a perfect shade for literally any and every eye look, but I'm going to show you how to use it all by its lonesome. Again, I'm using it on the blending brush because I always tell you guys this. I didn't know blending was so easy till I got this brush. Boom, we're done. Isn't that pretty? It's so soft. It's such a gorgeous soft brown, which again, you can get this color on sale in the April special. You get to choose any eyeshadow. And this is the shade Astute. The shade Earthy would also give you a very similar vibe, but this one's just a little bit more matte. And I'm using it on top of the blending brush. Really, really recommend to grab this. Exactly. I always say that I have a Gucci eyebrow and a Walmart eyebrow. Gucci and Walmart. All right, so we're just going to blend this out all over, and this is just going to give us, like I said, that really soft, subtle, but still looks like we tried. And that's it. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love doing this eye look. This was actually like one of my go-tos when I first started because it made me feel pretty. It made me feel like my eyes popped, and it does not take any skill whatsoever to do that. Blending brush is a must, and then also the shade Astute in the pressed eyeshadow. So make sure to grab that. So pretty, so easy. And then now I'm going to set my makeup, and we're going to do our lashes and our lips. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this all over. Okay, now setting your makeup is going to be so, just through the cap, so insanely crucial because this is going to add moisture into your foundation, which is going to help it to expand and look so much more natural and softer in your skin. We're going for that whole vibe of just like a really soft look, and this is going to help us to achieve that. It's also going to help to prevent any transferring. It's amazing. Also highly recommend to use it before and after your primer for an even better makeup look because it's going to help to prime and set your skin. All right, so I always do it before I do any mascara, so that way my mascara isn't more wet. Yes, the shade Astute. So if you have really sunken in under eyes, highly recommend the concealer. Concealer is going to be very important. And then also using really brightening colors like Covetous, Visionary, Optimistic. Those are all going to be really good eyeshadow colors for you, which again, just message me and I can tell you what colors to get. All right. Oops, dropping things. Okay, so I'm going to go first in with my lash primer all over, and this is going to help to not only give us even more length to our eyelashes, but it's also going to help to hydrate them, which can help to slow down the shed cycle, which can help them to look longer, fuller, longer. With foundation, I used the shade Lace in this stick foundation for all over, and then I used the shade Chenille in the stick foundation to contour with. All right, and then for mascara, I'm using the Twisted mascara all over, and this is going to not only give us the best length and volume, but it's also going to give us insane length because it has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it, so it's actually giving your lashes that nourishment that they need to grow. So if you are trying to grow out your eyelashes, you've got to get this mascara, which is also, like I said, on sale in the April special. All right, base lash all the way up. Just sort of the quad palette. Yay, I'm so excited for you. Yes, you can use the lash serum pregnant. All right, and then same thing here with the smaller wand. I'm just going to fine tune my lashes. I love the fact that it comes with this little wand because it is so good at getting those harder to reach eyelashes, getting like really close to the base, which normally when I used to do that with the bigger wand, I'd always poke myself in the eye or I'd get mascara everywhere, and the mascara is completely buildable. The fact that this is an option in the April special is like a killer deal all by itself. So I'm only going to do the top lash line because this is going to give us, again, that really great illusion that our makeup is looking really soft, really airy, really, really pretty. All right, so I'm kind of changing things up on a dime here. I was actually going to do this like darker lip look, but I'm not feeling it. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go tried and true, ladies, tried and true. Switching everything up. Let's do this, okay. I was gonna do like this darker lip look today, but I'm not feeling it. Just not feeling it today. Okay. All right. Lip liner in Punchy. And we're going to outline and fill in our whole lip with this. And I love these lip liners because they're only $15. They're matte, they glide on, and they have incredible hold. So we're gonna fill in our whole lip with this, and this is called Punchy. Which again, I love that look. It really looks soft. I like the big brush. Angie, message me. I'll give you the link to it. Hey, Ryan, Clover's on the front porch. Crazy cat. She was just sitting here like staring at me. All right, so Punchy all over, which that looks so pretty all by itself. But now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the lipstick in the shade Minted. Which this has actually been like my go-to lip look lately. I think it's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to actually top it with the shade Lonesome in the lip gloss. And this is going to kind of restore that like really fun pink. And there we have it. And that's so pretty. Ooh, I love the way that this turned out. How do you make your lips not look cracked with a lighter color? Filling in your whole lip with a lip liner would really help with that because this is going to really, it kind of gives your lips like a base. Also, if you have really, really dry lips or really cracked lips, or you just struggle with getting lipstick to look really nice on, take your foundation and put your foundation up and over your lips as you're applying it, because that will also help to, so your lipstick and your lip liners aren't fighting your lips to maintain that color, if that makes sense. So you can also try that tip as well. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. I will go ahead and upload this whole look right here on my looks tab. As soon as I get off here, I'll give you guys the direct link there, but you can always check out my looks there. And again, like I said, make sure to comment color match in the comments if you guys need to be given a private message for a full recommendation. Like I said, everything has a love it guarantee. I saw some questions on my beads, and those are from Bombshell Beads, which I'll give you my discount code, which is code RHEA20. And then if you guys need any other links, or if you have any other questions for my romper that I have on, it's actually from Pink Lily, which I will give you my link there for that, which my code for her also is RHEA20. But just message me if you guys need any links, you guys need any help. I am so happy to help you guys get like beautified. It's my pleasure to help you guys. So make sure to message me. For Afterpay, you can use the Klarna app, I believe is how you say it, or you can always do PayPal. They have PayPal credit as an option as well. And then Marianne, I see that you're trying to text the number. So on your cell phone, like you're going to send someone a text message, you will text, the message will say Rhea Hope. And then the phone number that you're going to be texting is 25456. So not on Facebook, not on Messenger. It'll be on the, like on your cell phone, like you're sending out a text message. So I love you guys. I will see you most likely tomorrow, but I will definitely be seeing you guys over on my Instagram for the rest of the day. If you don't follow me there, my name is Rhea Hope on Instagram, which I hope you guys will go follow me there. And check out the Instagram stories, which you can play those by clicking on my profile picture. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.